What's happening, folks? It's Rob Z. Happy Friday. It's Friday afternoon. You probably checked out already, but please don't, because I got a little bit of a tip, a little bit of content, a little bit of info for you that if you can implement this, you could probably close a couple extra deals between now and the end of your day. There's one question that I don't care what you do. I don't care who you work for. I know a lot of my people I work with are at State Farm. I got a lot of folks I work with in New York Life. We work with Mass Mutual, Northwestern Mutual. I work with dentists. Listen, there's a multitude of industries that we work in. Doesn't matter what you do. You want to close more deals. There's one question that you need to ask that I don't make a lot of guarantees, but I'm cautiously optimistic that if you just ask this one question, you're going to close way more deals. It has nothing to do with having the silver bullet line, has nothing to do with overcoming objections, has nothing to do with whatever sales funnel you have. One question you want to ask at the beginning of the meeting, before you dive into anything: hey, what's going to make this a great meeting for you? Any of my coaching clients who are watching this, they know that I start every single coaching session with this question. I got some people that love it. They're already like, oh man, I got a list of stuff to talk to you about. I know what I want to cover. I know what I need to get help with. I got other people that are like, man, I know you're going to ask that question. I hate when you ask that question. I do this for a bunch of reasons. I want you to pay attention to these. I want you to hopefully start implementing this question. The reason I ask this question is, from my perspective as a coach, the best thing I can do is meet you exactly where you're at and ensure that our time together is an effective use of your time and mine. I want to make sure that where you need help, we can address that. I want to make sure that when we hang up after 45 or 60 minutes or however long our call is, you hang up that call or you click end call or whatever with Zoom and you go, man, that was a super effective use of my time. It's my job. It's my job as a coach. It's your job as a sales professional to meet your client where they're at. Right? You guys may be on totally opposite ends of the spectrum, but if you walk in thinking this and they're walking in thinking this, there's just a massive disconnect. It brings you to that level playing ground so you can actually have an effective conversation. You can actually uncover some of the challenges, some of the fears, some of the false beliefs that your customers might have about the products or the services that you offer. So that's number one, is it allows you to meet your customer, meet your client where they're at, and help them feel comfortable with the conversation. Number two, it helps activate the reticular activating system. For anyone that's seen me speak or spent time with me or Roger and Train Your Brain for Success program, you know that we talk a lot about the reticular activating system. And this is that part of your brain that is a filter and allows you, it blocks out anything that's irrelevant to you, but then it allows you to focus on, see, and hear anything that is relevant to you and important to you. The reason I talk about this now is when you ask that question at the beginning of your meeting, what that does is that'll flip the switch in your customer's mind to be listening specifically. It'll make their brain start listening for how to apply the information you share with them to get what it is they want most. So if that's life insurance, it's going to help them be able and available to listen to how your solution or your proposal helps meet the needs that they have in the life insurance world. I know it's a super vague example, but ultimately you're doing it to help get their brain dialed into the conversation and actively listening for how to apply and use all the information that you have. Number three, this one's a little like hippy dippy woo woo pie in the sky, but in my world, you know, we use a lot of terms like invitation and intention and availability. And it's super cheesy sometimes, but more often than not, it's really, really productive. When you ask the question, what's going to make this a great meeting for you? It forces that person across from you to actually set a proper intention for that meeting, right? More often than not, in my observation, most people show up to meetings just like, all right, shooting from it. We'll see how this goes. I hope I don't have to buy. I hope they don't try selling me anything. I hope I don't have to spend any money. I hope I don't do this. I hope I don't do that. I'm going to do another video on hope. That's going to be a blast. But anyway, when you set an intention for what you actually want to accomplish, the likelihood of you accomplishing it is that much greater. Plus, factoring in that you've leveled that playing field and everyone's more comfortable, you're in a better, more positive state of mind when you set that intention, and that has more to do with the outcome than any other word that you use in that interaction. So that's my challenge to you. It's my invitation to you is your next meeting. Absolutely, before anyone says anything, sometimes before you even sit down, look your customer in the eye, just ask them, hey, real quick, what's going to make this a great meeting for you? See what, and then actively listen and use that as an opportunity to level the playing field and make sure that you guys are on the same page. I like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic that you're going to have amazing, productive, profitable meetings from here on out. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. You want more of this? You know what to do. Hit the button, subscribe. Be on the lookout for more great sales tips from me. If you want to get started, there's a fantastic link on how to train your brain for success, which encapsulates all the stuff I'm going to be sharing with you. So other than that, I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Make it a great rest of your day.